So today I'm gonna be talking about main characters, and this will help you complete your character profile for your lit circles. So what is a main character? We want to remember that main characters are the most important characters in the story. The action revolves around them. So when you're reading your book, you want to be thinking about who are the most important people in my story. People that have to be in the story, the action revolves around them, the author's telling me a lot about them. If your story is written in first person, the narrator will often be one of your main characters. So if we're thinking classic example, Freak the Mighty, Max and Freak are clearly our main characters because they're the most important people in the story. When I'm thinking of A Million Ways Home, our current read aloud, Poppy is clearly the main character. All the action of the story is focused on her. So to identify your main character, or main characters, because there could be more than one, you really want to make sure that you're aware of who are all the different people in your story and who is the action mainly focused on, who is the most important character in the story. How to find the main characters. Here are some questions that I ask myself. First, ask myself, what characters seem to be involved in most of the action? Then I also ask myself, whose thoughts are you seeing into? If you have a first-person narrator, you'll be able to see in and hear their thoughts. And if you have a third-person narrator, most likely your book is third-person limited, and so you can only see into the heads and the thoughts of a few characters, and most likely that's going to be your main characters that you're going to see and hear their thoughts. Another question I always ask myself is, who are the people that you couldn't remove from the story for it to make sense? So for example, with Freak the Mighty, there's no way the story would make sense if Max and Freak weren't in it. So you need to be thinking about who are the most important characters. Make sure when you're identifying your main characters that you always provide evidence from the text with page numbers to back up your thinking.